Hello, third grade, and welcome to Grammar for today. Today we're going to continue looking at possessive nouns. Now, possessive nouns use an apostrophe to show that something belongs to something else. So that means my dog's bone or my mom's purse. You use an apostrophe S to show that it belongs to that person. Today we're going to look at singular versus plural possessives. Let's look at this example first. I have a dog, and he has a house. So if I wanted to show a possessive noun showing that it's my dog's house, I could write it like this. My dog, apostrophe S, house. It's my dog's house. How many dogs do I have? One. Singular nouns is one single thing. So it's only talking about one dog. There's only one dog that owns the house. Now let's say I have two dogs. My dog's house. To tell the difference, we put the apostrophe after the S. Because these are dogs with an S, and this is a dog with no S. My dog's house. If the noun is already plural, that means it has an S on it, then we add the apostrophe after the S. Today we'll be sorting some words in our class Kick by singular and plural nouns. Let's go ahead and get started. On your grammar page for today, you have two categories, singular possessive and plural possessive. I want you to grab a green writing tool. And for singular possessive nouns, you will see an apostrophe S. And that is talking about, and we'll write this at the top, one. It's referring to one thing. Singular means one. Plural means many, either two or more. Sorry, I'm going to use a different color. Let's use red for plural. It means two or more. Many. And possessive nouns have the apostrophe after the S. So let's see if we can identify some of the words down here at the bottom. Grab your arrow tool so we can move them around. And let's look at birds first. The apostrophe is the before the S, so we're talking about one singular bird. The bird's nest. It belongs to the bird. So that will stay under singular. Now you'll have to move some of these around because there are a ton of them. So let's look at this next one, the dogs. The apostrophe is after the S, so that will be a plural possessive. I'll move these down so I have room. It's talking about more than one dog, just like we talked about with the dog's house. So this is two or more dogs' house. Let's do another one. Pigs. Well, the apostrophe is after the S, so that is a possessive noun. It is talking about more than one pig. What about houses? Apostrophe S. Apostrophe S means that it's talking about one singular house. The house's roof. Now there are also some cards that have sentences on them that can help you determine if they're talking about one or more. Move these down even more. Let's see. We have Mrs. Jones's daughter is very well behaved. Now this one is a tricky one because the name is Jones. It's only talking about one, so it will be singular, but it tricks us and has the apostrophe after the S. Mrs. Jones' daughter is very well behaved. Let's look at Chris's. That shows the same thing. It ends in an S, so we just add an apostrophe. Let me try to find one that uses, oh, here we go. The teacher's lounge has the coffee. It's talking about more than one teacher, right? The apostrophe is after the S. That is plural possessive. So that will go in this side. As you're going through, look very carefully. When you read through it, ask yourself, is it talking about one or many? If it's talking about one, it is singular. If it's talking about many, it is plural. Then you can look at the apostrophes, because sometimes, like we learned with the Jones and Chris, if it ends in an S, they'll put the apostrophe after. So I'm actually going to put a star next to this one, because sometimes, tricky English language, it'll trick you. Once you're finished with this activity, then you can move on to the next one.